Welcome back to Friday Philosophy. Can I take your order?
Welcome back, everybody. I had planned, because of a couple of experiences tonight, to do a little bit of a rant on customer service, and not how bad it is, although that's where most of us would like to take it, but rather on our desire, our entitlement to instant gratification. We call it fast food for a reason, right? It's supposed to be fast. If it's not fast, we get it upset. That's where this was going. Whether it's in your local eating establishment, local bar, fast food, whatever the case may be, that's what this was going to be about. But it quickly transitioned after watching a video from Pipe and Music. I don't think most of us realize really how lucky we've got it. If you are not familiar, Pipe and Music is a gentleman in Venezuela. And again, if you are not familiar, Venezuela is in the midst of a dictatorship, upheaval, so to speak. What was once a democratic, or at least loosely democratic country is now pretty much 100, if not 110% communist. And one of our own YTPC friends is down there, blocks from the very worst of the worst in terms of protests and conflict and whatnot. And first of all, cheers to you, Pipe and Music. Those of us who are familiar with what you're going through, or who have been paying attention at the very least, we're praying for you, we're thinking of you. Those of you who are not familiar, I encourage you to look it up. But without turning this into a lecture, because I am not perfect, I am the farthest from perfect, that I can't even see perfect from where I am. I can't even see near perfect from where I am. But it gave me pause tonight to think a little more clearly about perspective and problems. We all have problems. We don't make enough money. We have a hard time paying our bills. We have relationship problems. We have vehicle problems. We have problems that are very important and very impactful to each and every one of us. So my point is not to minimize any of those. I've been going through some occupational struggles as of late, and there's days where I wake up and feel like, how can it possibly get any worse? Well, it can. It can get worse. I'm praying it doesn't for any of us. But here's a gentleman in Venezuela with the best of possible attitudes, who, this guy, he's wondering where he's going to find breakfast tomorrow. Think about that. I got a lot of problems, but having food available to me is not one of them, thankfully. I've got money troubles, but I'm not destitute. I'm behind on several payments at this moment because it's the slow season for my business. I don't know. I think we as humans have a tendency to look at others and what they've got and begin to feel sorry for ourselves. I know I do. And I'm almost ashamed of myself for feeling the way I do. And I don't think that's the lesson I want any of us to get from tonight's little chat. I think rather, you know, rather than complaining that the weather is chilly and I had to put on a jacket and a hat to sit outside tonight, I should instead be thankful that I can sit outside tonight because it's not raining or snowing or windy, you know. So I guess just from a little perspective point of view, the next hike you take, the next walk you take, the next time you just sit out on the back porch and do a little video for your friends on YouTube, maybe a chance to think and reflect on all of the really great things that are going on in your life, and maybe even share those with pipe and music in the best spirit in terms of wish you were here. It's a nice calm evening. The trees and flowers are coming into bloom. Things can always get better, but boy, oh boy, things could be a damn lot sure worse than they actually are. So I guess that's where I'm headed tonight, is to make a more concerted effort to thank God, or to thank whatever your spiritual deity or whatever that may be for each of you, but to wake up tomorrow and just be thankful to be alive and embrace the benefits that you do have, even if things aren't going your way right now, because I guarantee you they could be a lot worse. Anyway, I'm going to sit back, enjoy the rest of my scotch, have a great evening. I hope you guys all have a great weekend or days to come, but things can always be worse. And if those situations that are in your control, that aren't going your way, change those circumstances. You have that ability within you to do that. There are some circumstances that are obviously beyond each of our control. Those are the ones where we just have to be thankful and maintain the best attitude. But even that best attitude will help change your circumstances that you do have control over, whether that's substance or occupational or whatever that may be. But at any rate, I want you to all have a peaceful evening, weekend. Take care. And I am just going to enjoy a peaceful Friday night and be thankful for the gifts that God has given me, and to be thankful that I am not in a far more precarious situation, least of all one that's actually dangerous to my life or the lives of my family. Some of us are actually going through that struggle. Be glad you're not one of them if you aren't. Take care and pray for your brothers and sisters, and have a great night.